Hi. Hello. Hey. How's it going? Gonna be playing a video game today. Very different from the usual stream. I should mention, since the last time I played this on stream, I have played Jom here a whole lot. He's now at maps. But we're not playing Jom today. We're going back to the bones. I have a particular plan, especially since I have so many tier 3 support gems lying around. Actually, I don't think I even need those, but I do need spirit gems. At least I think I do. But I've got plenty of those now. All the way up to like level 15 stuff. Well, not including level 15 stuff. Oh yeah, and also I have a couple of extra tabs now. Actually, I do have a couple of 15s. Stuff I had was level 13. As for my plan, it's gonna be to grab a sacrifice, which I can't just yet. Need to be one more level, and I also need for int. About another 12 of it. But that can be arranged. Let's look for the skeletons. I'm gonna go with warriors. And in between me grabbing the warrior, or the skeletal warrior gem, and thinking of that one minion sacrifice gem, the plan is pretty much gonna be having a big pile of skeletal warriors around, which might also require replacing this scepter with the one that has the skeletal warriors built into it. And then, or actually no, I don't have to really do that second part. Just the one should be fine. But yeah, it's just gonna convert the warriors into zombies, since the zombies seem to do so much more damage anyway. And then I can also have those clerics around, so it'll offset the downside of it taking longer for them to respawn. Or at least that's the idea. So I have enough for 7 skeletal warriors and 1 cleric. But I make it 6 and 2 instead. And as for which gems to stick on there, well, let's have a browse. Recommended stuff like Heft, Discombobulate, and Culling Strike. Maim, Heavy Swing, Infernal Legion. All they really have to do is stick around and be available for zombification, so anything that would make them tankier would be ideal. Maybe even a minion level would be a good idea. So the higher the level, the cheaper they are, the more of them I can have. In theory. I never looked up exactly how much it reduces by level. Maybe I give him fire exposure? That way the skeletal warriors apply fire exposure, and then stuff burns even better. Kinda worry about the cost multiplier. Let's try. Preservation, 22 spirit. Take it off. Stays at 22 spirit. Alright. See what else I want. Really wish there was an option to turn off the crying demon child in the background, but there isn't. Guess it's the penalty for standing around town too much. Exposure applied by supported skills have 30% increased effect. And that one could work. What would be a good third? Maybe I just give him that one skill gem that increases health. So I'm already using that one on the zombies. I think I was. That should put a big ol' 50% exposure whenever they hit something. I just have to find something to stick in the last slot. I said that already. Guess I should just put minion mastery on there. Now it's at level 13. "21 spirit. Which frees up a tiny little bit. Another thing I could be doing, especially since I'm going to be having so many minions standing around, maybe get cast on minion death. So I'm not sure what I would have it cast, and if it would be worth 60 spirit. And maximum energy per 0.1 seconds of base cast time. So whatever I'd be using, I want it to be very low cast time, preferably. .8. 1 second. Also 1 second. 0.7. Maybe not. Still just need to get one more level and then maybe move some stats around. I did pick up a whole bunch of gear. Let's see if any of it's any good. Directly compare. Could switch to boosts out and get plus 14 to int. I'd be losing 10% movement speed, however. Probably switch out this belt. Question is do I want the one that's going to give me a bunch of fire and cold resist? Or do I want the one that's going to give me a second charm slot? Gonna go with the charm slot. Be losing some life regen though. This one's got life regen. Be losing a bunch of armor, which I don't really need that much because of the energy shield. Boost a little bit of life regen, gain stun, and some life. And the charm charges. Go with the 2 charms. Spell damage on this wand. Rather than mana regen, it's a bunch of crit chance and crit damage. And freeze buildup. Don't need any of those ones. And that was a 12% increase in spell damage, worth losing 22% mana regen. Probably not. This I'll just get rid of. Minions have more max life. And it is more max life than the current one. Might upgrade to this one once I'm at level 58. Which is conveniently 1 level away. 34% increased max life. This one also has spirit increase. Yeah, almost certainly this one then. Not sure if I should get rid of some of this old stuff or try to sell it or what. 15% rarity of items found. 14 spirit. Seriously, can someone take the damn demon thing right there and just punt it off the damn caravan? '23 intelligence in this one. We're gonna have 2 golden charms at the same time. I can't? Yeah, that 14 spirit on this amulet's not doing terribly much. Or maximum energy shield out of that. Along with a whole bunch of cast speed. A little bit of max life. Losing life regen. And mana regen. And the armor. But armor's not that important. 7% more max energy shield. Just a 6% increase over this one here, but without the cast speed. Resist, lightning resist, and accuracy rating. Accuracy does literally nothing for me. Or this character, anyway. It would be a huge increase to rarity. But I need the int. Losing some cast speed, but I got a bunch out of the swapping the amulet. I think I'm still short on intelligence. Let me check. Yeah, short by a little tiny bit. 133 I needed. 129 is what I have, so I need literally 4. So it's got a pile of modifiers on them, but most of them are not super important, like 5% increased light radius. Does have a pile of increased rarity. To the level of all minion skills, but that's gonna need 30 dex. Which I am nowhere close. Unfortunate. The builds have intelligence on them. But let's actually try using one of the flasks with the minion life recovery on it. Because they definitely need it. More than I do. I'll switch out to these boots if I don't find any other way to get 4 int.
Young one.
Try upgrading that.
Stay inside.
Percent more attack speed. Crit chance. Nah. Was not meant to be, unfortunately.
Speak of.
I could slap some runes on this stuff. Or some of this stuff. Not sure what I'd put in the runes, however. Alright, now what the heck was I doing? Right. I had finished the first two areas, and now I'm at the third.
Titans lived and died here. What fate wrought their demise?
DPS loss is incredible. But it's only for like half a month level. Swarm slap pretty hard. Why did I hear a monkey noise? Must be going crazy. Unseal.
It appears they fought here, died here. A resting place.
No, don't think I've looked it up on the passive tree. Way I can get more out of power charges. Increased duration and +1. Increased critical damage bonus if you gain a power charge recently. Not a crit build though. Percent chance of whenever you gain a power charge, you instead gain the maximum amount of you can get, and +1 charge. 20% more energy shield if you consume a power charge recently. Oh, that one's actually pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 travel nodes away, however. Then I'd have access to all the stuff over here. Or easier access to all the stuff over here. Not sure if I want any of it though. Or power charge stuff anywhere. Even just charges in general. Well, there's other stuff that uses the word charge, apparently. There's charge stuff over there. And there. And over here. Flascum charm charges. Frenzy charge. Frenzy. Eternal Youth actually seems kind of interesting. Life recharges instead of energy shield, and life recovery from flask applied to energy shield instead. Although I guess that means if I don't stop casting for any length of time, I don't recharge life. On the other hand, it means if my energy shield's down, I can just use the flask on it. And it would heal up the minions. So that's not really what the point of that is. Remember right, it's powered charges. I could get a +2 from over there. Damage bonus, or crit damage bonus. Don't think I'm gonna do anything with increasing the power charges. Doesn't seem worth it.
Rune.
Well, I'm sure it'd be good if I built all the way into it. It just, I think I need to build up defenses more than I need to build up power charges right now. Oh, another thing I just thought of. Since I am using fire a whole lot, maybe it'd be worth having the damage penetration on fire resist. I know I already stuck that onto the skeletal warriors, but wouldn't hurt to have more. Or would it? I don't know. For the medallions. Hmm. 15% more life recovery or 30% increased charm charges. I think the amount being recovered is fine enough, so give me that charms.
Mark of heresy.
The tornadoes go off.
You are already doomed.
Speed the entrance. Just need one more seal. It's probably up there. All of them.
This was certainly off limits to mortals. How exciting.
Tiny bit more. There we go. Percent more max life.
Suffer and die!
How can I advise?
No need to rush.
Let's see. .2 life regen per second. Otherwise, not that exciting.
Take care.
3% increased spirit and 5 intelligence. Hit that with a regal, see what it gives me. A 2% increased crit chance. Not great. Definitely would rather have the max life than the increased spirit. Actually short on strength a little bit. Find a few uniques that I could maybe make use of, like this one. Mana regen rate, intelligence. The lightning damage converted to cold and the freeze buildup's not going to do anything for me though. Yeah, don't think I'm going to use this one. I've tempted to switch to Life Sprig again, but it says spell skills. I'm pretty sure that does not include minions. Oh yeah, the uniques I've found, this one probably has the most interesting effect. 50% chance to avoid death from hits. I'm guessing that wouldn't count. Yeah. Anything that isn't damage over time is hit damage. So if you get hit by an affliction, Probably gonna kill you anyways. Maybe it's not that interesting. Be mostly useful in the sense of avoiding one-shot attacks. This one also would be interesting. A whole lot more energy shield. Slower startup, but if you get hit while it just started charging up, it keeps charging anyways. Probably not going to switch to that one. Just because the thing I have right there has 45 spirit and more intelligence bonus. This one would still be kind of interesting to try, just because I have so much spirit anyways. Then I'd be giving up the scepter, make the minions that much weaker. And I think I've invested far more into the minions than I did into my spell damage for myself. Probably not a good idea. I do have this thing, but I can't use it for another while. If I wanted to use it, of course. And 3% of damage is chaos damage per undead minion. So that would work half decently with what I've been doing. Or with the current plan anyway. And it does give level 16 skeletal warrior minions. This one is more focused on having allies with you, so I wouldn't be making use of the last thing there, but 30% more spirit, 55 max mana, and 29% mana regen is what I'd be left with. Honestly, doesn't sound that impressive now that I've read it out. Bump up strength by 4. And intelligence by 4. How am I gonna do that? Got jewels. Anywhere to slot jewels. It's that one, but the effects are pretty nice. Don't have any other ones.
What?
Get rid of that one. Keep that one.
I will tell your tale.
I get attribute bonuses from rooms. Doesn't look like it. Swap this out. So should have enough intelligence. Now we just need the strength. see. Five to all attributes. 7 to all attributes. 13. Big boost to intelligence in particular. Let's see. Skeletal warrior DPS is not really the metric to use, and it wouldn't tell me on the zombies anyway. Just kinda have to make assumptions. 5% more max life. Less attack speed. More additional physical damage. A boost to 56% increased damage. You get 1 to 25 additional attack lightning damage. And also malice instead of discipline. Which applies to the enemies rather than the allies. Critical weakness. Lasts 4 seconds. Applied every 0.74 seconds. Stack up to 20 times, 0.5. So at max stacks, that's 10% increased crit chance. Probably not very significant. But discipline also isn't really that significant anyways. Stick this in the Hall of Fame right over there. Along with the other fancy stuff I have. Maybe I should disassemble these, but can't bring myself to. Oh yeah, I should boost this stuff up. What would increase? It says martial weapons, armor. Rings and amulets can also be increased. Oh, it's increasing the spirit on it. That's good. I have to make it so difficult. Right, there we go. I have 154 spirit out of this. Cannot stick a rune on there. Unfortunate. Maybe I should boost up some of the armor. Get the most out of this one. Might as well use some of the jeweler's orbs too. Figure out after if I actually have anything to slot into them. By after, I mean right now. 14 gem for that. There we go. Where'd it go? Here it is. This does mean I'm gonna have to replace something. I think my least used thing is Despair. Only ever used that in boss fights. That being said, it does massively increase the damage, but what would increase the damage even more would be having access to zombies during the boss fights, which I have complained about a lot. $17 leftover spirit. Only had a little bit more, but I don't. Thing can stick on here. If I really want. Percent chance to fire 8 additional projectiles in a circle. That'd be interesting. I don't think it'd be terribly helpful. Sacrifice 10% of life on use, but 25% more chaos damage. Percent is starting to become a pretty big number. That be on top of the life that I'm already spending casting it. You put Drain Ailment on there, since stuff's gonna be on fire a lot. 35% more damage if ailment was consumed. Yeah, I think I am gonna go with that one. Right. Anything to put on the clerics? Ingenuity on them. Increased cooldown recovery rate. Would cooldown be how long it takes for him to get resummoned? Don't know. Not sure. Could test it, but I don't feel like it. EBA stick cannibalism on top of life remnants. Heck, it doesn't even have to be on that one specifically. I can put it on Withering Presence too. Just enough spirit for it, but that might change. Font of Blood would be good for the effigy. Actually, that would be a good idea. Actually, no, wait. Keep going back and forth with it. Because, yeah, it'd be 2% life regen for everything nearby, but then I also have clerics. So the only thing that would really benefit from it is me. But I don't want to just stick within, like, what is it, 2 meters of the effigy just for it to be useful. There it is. 3-meter radius. That's a pretty small zone. Stick ironwood on there. I think extraction would be worth it. Alright, cannibalism is level 3. Here we go. Already got so much less slots in use. It's refreshing in a way. I stuck quality on the wand. Not sure what that's doing for it. Just look at it a bit closer. 51, 73, 22, 15. And a drain is level 9. Maybe it just improves the mana drain. I don't need that. I just realized, could I have a scepter and a shield instead? Spell damage, cast speed, some resistance, energy shield. Maybe if I find a good shield, I'll give it a try, but I don't think this would quite work as a replacement. Right. Give this setup a shot. So step 1, see what happens when I do the profane ritual on one of my own guys. Immediately get summoned again. All I have to do is not accidentally consume all of my clerics.
Rise!
Well, think about it. Use it on the cleric. Okay, it instantly gets rid of him. Wasn't sure if it was gonna make use of that skill gem I have on them that makes it so they last for 4 seconds after. Oh, hey. Better life sprig. I had all kinds of cool shit. "27 strength, 46 spirit." Don't care for the reduced attribute requirement, but it might be helping in this case. "17.7 life per second. Not nearly as good as just increased max life though. Undeniably a lot more spirit, especially if I upgrade it. Yeah, don't need it. 34% more max life. Just so happens to be the same amount as this current one. Plus $3 spell level, 7% increased cast speed. Looks very similar to the other one. The other one also had a plus 3 to all levels, so they're more or less the same. Because the other stats really aren't that significant. Giant knife to the back of the giant head. It's at the front. Oop, yeah, that is indeed the front. Not sure why that's a checkpoint. was only wondering if I wouldn't be better off just going right back to either the brutes or the reavers instead of the warriors. See, I have a whole lot more warriors, but do I actually need that many more? So I might have to start stacking health regen a lot more. Instead of directly casting raise dead on the skeletons, I should probably do the Fane ritual.
Mark off heresy.
Definitely feeling the slower move speed though. Actually, I have more than enough intelligence that I can switch back to the other pair of boots. We'll do that after this boss fight.
One still lives. For now. Profane move. Wither away.
Seems to be vaguely working. Not super well, but it is working. Got a life though. We got him.
You're quite possibly my largest victim. Farewell. Oh, it's warm. And now mine.
Alright. Meanwhile, in comparison, the other character I have, the mercenary with the rapid fire, took that boss out in what felt like 15 seconds.
How can I advise?
On the other hand, he would not have survived half the shit that I managed to face tank.
This ruby is beautiful. It'll take a bit of car if my fingers.
13 skill gem. And a horn.
So, now I have to blow this thing.
Rid of that. Hold on to that thing.
I will tell your tale.
Eleven 3-7. 15-3-5. Well, the first number is bigger on this one, but 15 maximum mana I don't think is gonna make or break the weapon. Cast speed, however, might. Let's make sure or something.
Careful, story. Stay in sight.
Keep the stuff as is. Or no, wait. Just remembered I mentioned the Reavers. Roots. And the Reavers. Appropriate skill gems. Start to have duplicates all over. I already had that one. only had more than 3 gems on there. Well, because I took a couple of them and stuck them on the skeletons. Or I didn't. I don't know. So I keep seeing skeletons after, as if they're not all skeletons. I meant warriors. Just check. Enough for 5 of these. 3 reapers. 2 brutes. So I think brutes are out of the picture. Maybe reapers? So I just realized I never upgraded these. I'm up to 14s now. Sure seems that way. Let's grab 2 of those. With the warriors again. Have 6 of those. Four reavers. Slot in the last one. Still just 2 brutes, but that one's not surprising. Also, I should have upgraded the clerics. I could have 3 clerics and 2 brutes. Or put the life regen back on. I tried the reavers for a while. Stun build is the move. Also, I probably should have noticed the whole fire exposure thing only applies when it actually causes ignite on stuff, and the skeleton warriors had no way to cause ignite. So that setup I was running was actually pretty darn bad. Same could be said of all my setups, really. Heavy Swing or Feeding Frenzy would be the 2 recommended ones. This guy's counts as a physical skill, so I could just give him a +1. I'll just do that. Doesn't make them cheaper, but I'm sure it makes them better. One, two, three, four, 5 things to upgrade. Make that 4. You also now have access to cast on critical, and I remember this one being kind of wild, but all the builds I saw using it were not mine. A Grim Feast could be something, but I'm already using a whole lot of spirit for things that aren't minions. I'll pass on it. I do wonder if I wouldn't be better off with this one back. Probably not.
It is time to use the reforged Horn of the Vestiri to open the way through. Prepare yourself. War is nigh. You have your orders.
This whole operation would be more efficient if they were dead.
Not wrong.
Nowhere left to hide now, sweet undead king.
I am hesitant to allow you access to Sacred Village. You have your orders.
Now off to the Shire.
So this is how they bury their dead. It's rather elegant. Ray!
It's too bad the flaming zombies don't burn those toxic clouds. this weird feeling like I'm doing something wrong. Stuff that should be on is on. Yeah, probably going crazy. That'd be a first time. Just a mini boss fight. Jumping on, damn it. About this wall. Crit chance, crit damage bonus. Not really my kind of wand. Maybe for my sorceress character if I ever decide to play it again.
Prophet Rune!
The body's exploding over here. Gotta say, so far the Reavers are working way better. Also because they themselves do some damage at least. So even if I forget the whole strat of turning everything back into zombie, it's doing pretty good. Now that I've just thought about it, maybe I'd be better off getting rid of some of these purple spells, getting rid of Withering Presence, since then I wouldn't need use of it if I don't have purple spells. Pick up Corpse Explosion, keep Sacrifice on, then just focus entirely on exploding my own dudes or turning them into zombies. And then since both of those use fire damage, pick up the Fire Penetration. Or redistribute the stuff I have over here into it. So I just need 4 skill points, and it looks like 4 right there. Actually, that's 5. Still not sure if I need to have accuracy on the minions. Probably not, since they're all fighting at melee range or doing AoE bullshit. If I give them increased area of effect, it just makes all of the stuff I have more effective. By all of the stuff, I mostly just mean the fire zombies. Chance to ignite, magnitude and duration. And there's the other side of it, which I do want to get to because there's even more minion life over there. And maybe we do a full-on fire necromancer build, instead of this weird chaos necromancer thing I've been doing. Yeah, I think that's the path forward. Lots of popping sounds. Suddenly I'm wondering, if I don't empower the zombies, they do less direct damage, they take more damage, and they lose movement speed. So I could keep Profane Ritual even if I dump all the chaos damage, and it would just become worse at dealing damage, but still give me the empower charges. Also, I'm still not sure if Spell Cascade's even doing anything. Doesn't visually look like it's doing anything. Here's the exit. Just have to go find that letter. Oh hey, it's right there. Pop into the second map. In case all the respecking and stuff takes longer than like the 15 minutes that the portal stays up for. Which it might.
The Faradin. They are still here.
The path to Deshar has been opened.
How can I perfect myself?
Those. Stick it into int, because I'm getting 10 strength from the last one over here anyways. And one more. Alright, and this one. I think some minion life down here that I could grab. And one over there. Or I could start building up stuff like the Ignite chance. Having a percentage increase to intelligence would be pretty helpful. And also more energy shield would be nice. Maybe I'll hold on to the one extra skill point. At the very moment. You have another 2 to pick up over here.
I hear you. You found a letter. When I have the browse as long as you like.
You're losing maximum life with this one. But I would be gaining 25 intelligence. Fuck.
Wear it with pride. Warm nights.
Right, so I could just buff up the minion life by 30%, which would be good. Or I could grab Insightfulness. Get a bunch more mana regen and max energy shield. Does it mean stun recovery? Seems pretty self-explanatory according to the description here. Also having 20% of the energy shield going to stun threshold would probably become pretty helpful later on. Go right for the jewel socket too. Nothing about it, haven't looked at jewels in a while. Keep them over here now. So I should upgrade. really want any of those blues. Percent increase maximum life for minions. Percent increase max life, 19% more chance to ignite, double physical damage, weapon swap speed. Not swapping. More ignite and more fire damage would be alright. I think the one I already have is pretty good. 12% more max life for the minions, 6% increased life regen rate for me, and totem placement speed, but that last one's not going to be so useful in the immediate future. I'll just stick to the one I already have. Spell damage, energy shield, and mana on kill. That one's actually half decent. Probably won't go for that jewel slot though. Keep it simple, grab minion life. Actually, neither of those. I'll give it the full treatment. So maybe not a Valor, but all of that. Question is if I want 0.3% life regen or if I want something else. I'm good on mana regen. I could have 25 max life, but yeah, health regen. Have volatile dead on them. Assumes a corpse to create a fireball. Not the same thing as explode corpse, but I could get that too. Then I'd be forced to find one of these ones specifically to use. Also, it just seems to be a fixed amount of damage. If it was something that would increase damage based off of how much health the thing that I'm spawning it from had, that'd be pretty good. Shield, mana, all +2 to the level of all spells. Still gonna need the spell damage. At least for now.
Stay in sight.
Thought I had another wand, but probably not. It deals physical damage equal to 20% of the corpse's maximum life. Huh. Thought it was just fire damage, but clearly I'm incorrect. I mean, that'd still be pretty good damage. Just gonna move stuff around on the bar. And I mean I'm gonna get rid of everything except for Command and Rage, Corpse Explosion once I slot it in, and Ray Zombie. I could also bring back the Skeletal Arsonist. Purple has been extracted. Could just keep all my skeletal minions here and just activate them as I need them. Or I could fill it up with or whatever I feel like. Just have to figure out what that is. Stick a leash on there. Would it consume more corpses? Because if not, then it'd be half decent, but if it does, then not so much. Area of effect. That one could be good. Put it there for now. Look at the recommendeds. More elemental damage, cannot inflict elemental ailments. Fire exposure, zero flame. Less damage with hits, 75% more magnitude of ignite inflicted. More area of effect. What is the area of effect? It is 2.6. Increase the cost by 20%. Corpse conservation would be good. It would fit with the other two over here. Look at that whopping 449 DPS. I think I roughly at this point in the campaign I was starting to get like 1,000 and something starting DPS with rapid fire on the mercenary, and that number would go way up the more dudes I shot. But I'm not playing that character, I'm playing this one. Good grab and feeble. Deal less damage. And nothing else. Actually, minions are healthy enough as it is. For some reason, Dropbox popped up. Go away, Dropbox. So level up the arsonist. These guys are 45, these are 36, 19. 34 left over. I will be taking the health regen. It's just too good. Especially since I'm using health to cast everything. Spirit left over. 4 reavers, 6 warriors, 2 brutes, 3 arsonists. Reavers have been working pretty good, so I'm gonna keep using them. Time to go see just how much I gimped myself. Oh, test run. Seems fun.
Now! Give my power to wield.
I really like the part where I click on stuff and instead things explode. Might have to change that. Just have a big fat nothing on the left click. question mark. Where it kinda just seems like I'm better off spamming the zombies than I am trying to use the corpse explosion. Especially at the opening of a fight. Let's just try the warriors again. Detonate Dead and Raise Zombie definitely seem to conflict with each other. I was thinking 3 clerics, 5 warriors. Maybe I finally take the time to check out stuff like Bone Storm. Hmm. Would also just grab some fire spells. Nothing's stopping me from doing that. Do have to keep in mind all of this stuff is gonna have life cost, not just mana cost. Cursing everything to have weakness to fire could be good. Yeah, it's annoying to keep reapplying curse uptime. Here they are. this is gonna work for boss fights. Actually, it won't work all that different from the last boss fight I did, except I'm not gonna be doing any of that purple stuff. Sitting. Right. So many choices. More aerial effects. Game is hitching a lot more than it usually does at this level. Wonder why. What's my zombie limit again? 10. %, more life. And accuracy rating. Not a fan of the accuracy rating part. It's working pretty good so far.
You are relentless, but that makes you predictable. The time of the Faradin is nigh.
Their caravan's running away. If you didn't notice that.
Get back in. What a beautiful creation.
Skeletons down. And they're back. I'm better off just spamming the corpse explosion. Nearly killed me. Also, no, it seems like zombies are still the better DPS option. Alright. Still have the one bonus objective on this map. 10% lightning increase. Or lightning resistance. Actually, we're doing pretty good with resistances so far. Point, and there's the thing. So I'm done here. It's kind of weird to have a caster character that's got all this mana just sitting around and I'm not doing anything at all with it. Well, nearly nothing at all. Always more focused on the left side of the screen. It's not like I really took anything that increases mana regen, other than just having a big pile of intelligence. The hell did I get 171 of it? Whatever. Since I don't need mana regen or intelligence, don't have to go for this one. The reduced maximum mana would be good. I'm 1 point off from having it. We would also get some offerings. Armor, energy shield, and move speed. Could be good. We don't have terribly much for armor and evasion right now anyways. Probably gonna stay that way. Probably pick up melding on the next level up. And after that, maybe complete Right Hand of Darkness and get the last minion damage that's over here, and then start working towards over here, Regenerative Flesh. And also grab the fire resistance so that the fire zombies last for longer. Then after that, go for Vile Mending and more max life, and then they also get 3% of life per second. And also Chaos Resist on them. Would indirectly make Corpse Explosion a lot better if they have more health. And it also makes the zombies better. Makes both of them better, really. Amulets. Bonus applies to minions instead of me. What would be the best amulet to use? No, there's one that increases max life, but it's a flat amount. Probably wouldn't be all that great. Probably. A lot of fire stuff over here.
What have you learned? Move swiftly.
What? Do not wander.
Accuracy rating. Disappointing.
Hold down the button for Incinerate to launch a jet of flame and ignite your enemies. Holding for long enough causes the flame to lower enemies' fire resistance and leave burning ground. Flammability is a curse that makes your enemies more vulnerable to fire damage.
I think I'll keep the skills I have right now. For now. base energy when a minion is killed, modified by the minion's power. And max energy for 0.1 seconds of base cast time of socketed spells. Would cost 60 spirit though. Being used by sacrifice as is. Have to get rid of 3 skeletal warriors or 1 cleric and 2 warriors. Or 3 warriors. Wait, 2. Damn it. Exchange for that, I could cast on Minion Def and have something like Ember Fusillade, whatever it's called. That one.
Ember Fusillade conjures motes of fire that hover above you. When you stop casting, the embers will launch at your enemies. Ember Fusillade conjures...
Yeah, I could have that one. Yeah, no reason to get fancy with it. Not yet, anyway. Nowhere close to getting next level stuff. 64 and at 59. 5 more levels. I would get more spell damage out of this focus than I would out of this wand. Don't need the mana regen, although this one does have more. The only other thing the wand gives me is more mana, which I don't really need right now anyways, and I need even less if I have more mana regen. Hold on to the wand just in case I want to switch back. Right. This should be all kinds of silly. Under... No, the 60% only applies to the energy shield the focus itself is giving. But it's not just 60% to all energy shields, that'd be pretty crazy. Too crazy. Just why I don't have it set up like that, probably. Anyway. Next part of the quest.
The Ferrodin have assembled a tremendous dreadnought, a war caravan larger than we have ever seen. As we speak, it is barreling through the heart of the Vestiri, leaving devastation in its wake.
Off we go. It's time to kill.
Dreadnought.
We now have their trail. They will not escape. fight to the last. Ready yourself. We must prevail, no matter what.
Yes, yes, second. We all know you are very brave.
Damn. Shit's just exploding left and right over here. As per usual, it's a good thing I'm indestructible. The stuttering is really being a problem. If I turn this back off. That certainly feels a lot better with the increased spell damage. Yeah, I've been gotten used to it a bit more. I'm starting to think switching over to the much less abilities to worry about. It's gonna be better in the long run. I don't have to worry about continuously increasing the chaos damage anymore, which I already wasn't, so it was already kind of falling off. Just realized I have 60 spirit that I haven't been using. Maybe now would be a good time to invest into Area of Effect. Get it from over here, along with more fire damage. Bring enemies you kill have a 5% chance to explode, dealing a tenth of their maximum life as fire damage. I think that's... yeah, the corpse explosion was 20% of their max life, but as physical damage and then a flat amount of fire. So this could be good, especially for what I'm going with. And I need to travel over here some point anyway. And it's only like 2 away. I won't take the hits against burning enemies because I don't do hits, that's my minions. Unless if that also counts. Maybe. Now the front of the boat. inventory isn't really that full, it's just full of items that are specifically big enough to make it so I can't use all the space here. How frustrating. I'm realizing that the corpse explosion actually has pretty good stun damage. What's the cost of using it again? 53 mana. Well, more like 63 mana, 63 life. Took out magnified effect. Get a little bit cheaper. Eh, not that cheaper. I'm gonna go back and disassemble all this stuff. No, probably about it.
How can I?
Young one. Do not wander.
Maybe use some gem cutters prisms. It's 4 of them to max out one skill though. What do I even get? Minions revive 5% more quickly, don't need that. Movement speed, I think they're good. Increased explosion radius up to 0.4 meters. It's not a huge amount, but it is an amount. Additional fire damage equal to 0 to 4% of minions' max life. But that's only the command ability. Zero to 15% chance to block. More max life. Increased effective rage. Yeah, I forgot to actually use rage mechanics. .25% base chance of spawning around it, and then it can increase it by up to 10% with the skill gems, or with the quality on the skill gem. I'm never going to be taking this one out because it's kind of just built in, so maybe I upgrade this one. You know, if I could, which I can't. What even increased the quality on this? So I can't use the prisms. The only other way I know of increasing skill quality is gemling. But the only way to get this is with the subclass on Witch. So why even have a quality bonus for this one? Probably just missing something. Now it's got a whopping extra, like, 4 energy shield. Guess it's 4 more than I had beforehand. Guessing since I used armor scrap to upgrade this, it counts as armor for runes too. Life regen is at 23.3. There's also the fact that pretty easy to fill up on health from the blood bits floating all over the place. 20 health still feels like a really small amount. Well, 25 health. Don't need to worry about resistances just yet. 20 mana regen. 20% more energy shield is not a very big amount. Although it does multiply. And maybe this is a mistake, but it's one I just did. Gave me 3 more energy shield. Oh boy, really feeling it.
Young one.
My wares are renowned.
Nothing good this time.
Sands guides you.
I don't think I wanted to swap anything else out. Alright, I did want to think up the offering. More attack and cast speed. And more damage. Radius of 6 meters, duration of 6 seconds. Stick it on anyways. Air of effect and 6 seconds of cooldown. So don't forget to upgrade it. With the jeweler's orb. Let's see what else I can stick on there. %, increased effect. But it hits 2 skeletal minions. It only works if an additional one is selected. That's probably worth it. Right, now let's get back to the thing before the portal closes. I say, seeing that there is no portal there. Shit. Now I got everything I wanted done anyways. So I'm wondering if I should put a slot in this thing. Or no, wait. Yeah, I can't put a slot on there anyways. Alright. Now let's go beat the shit out of Jaminra. After I clear the front part of the caravan again. sure if the offering is that useful. It's mostly because the clerics seem to only revive stuff once they run out of stuff to heal, but because there's the zombies around constantly taking damage, kinda get distracted. Better passive point. I think this is where it was up to last time. No time at all. Okay. Already starting to find waystones on this character. Let's activate this. I can get close enough. Start looking for some. Actually, I was about to say gloves, but there's pretty new. Chest piece. Chest piece would be the most outdated piece of armor I have. Just going by item level, of course. Everything else is pretty decent. Definitely use some more stun threshold. Let's see. Yeah, this one over here has a bunch of it. I don't really want to get heavy buff first just because of the reduced max life though. If it was reduced max mana, I'd probably go for it. But it's not. So I wonder if the corpse explosion counts it as the minion area of effect or if it's my area of effect. I'm assuming my area of effect. Because I really don't have to go for right hand anytime soon then. Must be the boss room. Or boss cart, I guess.
You again. The fool under the hooded one's sway. Do you even know what he is? No matter. You'll find my king far more capable than Count Gianor. My king, take the power you were promised. Put an end to this nuisance.
The Sigmund. Bow before your king. We will have what is ours. The Americans will pay. Justice.
We're running out of time. End this.
Time for phase 2 already.
Beast, go! I don't have time for this. Stand, bend to my will. Impede my enemies. Germanicus will pay. For damn you! What do this now? I'll give it to you. Germanicus will pay. I'll give it to you. Cling to me. We will blood. I'll give to you. Ten thousand spears. I will grind you into dust. Take our fate. I
A lot of
call
hits.
the wind. You will blot out the sun. I'll give it to you. The era of the Paladin is now. 10,000 spears.
Out of flask.
You will be forgotten. The Manifest will pay. Take our fate. Win to me. The Manifest will pay. Endless hate.
Here they come.
I'll give to you. I will erase you. Die, Ulasakama.
Oh no. The second is still alive.
Accomplished.
This is not over. Not yet.
I return you to the embrace of death!
It is done. The war is over. I have given him an honorable death. This may prove to heal the wound between the Ferden and the Marraketh. Return with me. I must address my people.
Boss fight actually went pretty alright. Took a lot of very unnecessary hits, but I had just enough flask to make it to the end.
My worst fears have been realized. The beast is beyond our means now.
So, I think it's time.
You're right. I have not been entirely forthcoming. It is time I told you who I truly am.
Still have to talk to him. Too carried away with the spinning.
I am a god. It was I who created the beast. All I can... The beast while I... Their ruin.
If you wanted to know the story for that one,
all along. For one vying for power.
yeah.
What better company to keep than a god?
Either one, play the game yourself, or two, just go look at one of the earlier streams. So this is the second go around on this character alone that I've gone through this story. In total, I think at least, what, 8 times now I've seen that dialogue. Or no, wait, even more than that. Don't have to justify myself anyways. Spirit and +1 level to all minions. Increased presence area of effect. I don't think I have any of those. Unfortunate. Cold damage, cold resist. Nothing useful.
Do not wander. I hear you. No need to rush.
Nothing new here.
Sands guide you.
That away. And I'm thinking that's it for today's stream. Or the first stream of today, I should say. Because there is a second stream, just, you know, in a few hours from now. I'm getting ahead of myself. So finally finished Act 2, we just have to go talk to someone to go to Act 3. And despite the massive changes to my build, I definitely think it's for the better. Although, yeah, nowhere near the same damage per second as this guy has. And I think in the time it took me to get through phase 1 of that fight, I had already finished it with this other dude when he was at that part. It'll be fine though. Especially as I get more points to put into the fire damage, it's only gonna get stronger. And the best part is I don't even have to aim. Need to back out to that level. But whatever, I've been rambling on for long enough as it is. I think I'm just gonna end the stream there. Thank you for watching. See ya.